Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about this field shirt I'm wearing right now, the M71 Feldskjorte or Norgie field shirt, as it's commonly known in England, or I guess the English speaking part of the world in general. It is a piece of kit that has reached quite a bit of fame and use, and it's very popular among both civilians and military alike, both in and outside of Norway. So let's get right into it. So as I said, the official designation of this is the M71, meaning 1971. But of course, as with everything, it wouldn't really start seeing mass issue until after a few years, because of course the main policy of the Norwegian military at the time was to use up the old stuff before you got in new stuff. And before this, the Norwegian soldier would have been wearing woolen colored shirts and cotton shirts, I'm sure, basically with this coming in, it's a very practical design. It's not meant to look good, it's not meant to impress anyone, it's just pure practicality, and I think that is why this design has stuck around for so long and was used for so long. Just to go over a few features, you have a zipper that goes about 1/3 of the way down the chest, and it can be opened up, of course, but the main way of wearing them is to, if you can see, zip it up. But it's quite tall, as you can see, so it's kind of, I got a bit of a thick neck, but you're supposed to roll it down like this and it's not in the way. The on the cuffs you have buttoned cuffs with a slit here, and it's a two-eyed button with actually quite a wide button, and it feels very cheap. Actually, the edges are a bit rough, but it's worked very fine for me so far. And you can button it up like that, roll it up like that if so need be, if you need it for work or anything. There you go. Now the material is 100% cotton, and actually if you roll it back up, the inside is, hang on, the inside is, hang on, there you can see the, so not exactly sure the exact term in English, but it's almost like a towel actually, to make it even warmer. And oh boy, does it get warm when you use this. It's not super warm on its own, but as soon as you're in any kind of motion or doing anything, you get really warm in this, and that's I suspect the main function of this, of course. And you can use this with just this, and probably a technical shirt under this, quite low temperatures, so it is very functional from that standpoint. And it is also very loose fitting. This is a size medium, and I am a size large or extra large in some cases, and it still gives me enough room to move around and, you know, do stuff without worrying about breaking the shirt. And just so you guys can see it, here is the back. Nothing special about that. That's pretty much it as far as features on this light sweater or field shirt, if you want. The material itself is not particularly stretchy, but with a loose fit you don't really need stretch. And as I said, these served for a very long time in the Norwegian military. They served up into the 2010s in some cases, but by that point they were being replaced with newer shirts made of wool and merino wool. And as a matter of fact, I have one of those to show you here. As you can see, it's pretty much the exact same design, exact same cut, same purpose, everything, except this is made from merino wool that's actually stretchy. The cuffs are not buttoned, they're just stretchy. Not a huge amount of stretch, but enough to get your hand through without any problems. And this is a much better shirt, I have to admit. It keeps you way warmer, it's more comfortable. Though that's not to say this is uncomfortable, this is a very comfortable shirt, and that's why they stuck around for so long, because they're so comfortable. But then other than that, they are exactly the same. Now I would show you the tags on this shirt, but sadly it has disappeared or washed off while washing it. So unfortunately that's just the case with this. It's old. It was old when I got it, and what can you do really? Now these shirts have reached some fame in the British Army. That's where the name Norgie come from. And the reason they have become known there is because British Army units, particularly the Royal Marines, although they're not part of the British Army, of course, but the Royal Marines in particular have a long history of training in northern Norway for Arctic warfare. And I'm not 100% familiar with the British equipment in the 70s and 80s and 90s, but or if the troops stationed in Norway even got proper winter equipment. But anyways, they got this shirt from Norwegian depots, and also some of them got this nice M51 field cap that I have. But through this, obviously, this is a what's called a close to the body piece of clothing, which means that when you leave the armed forces, you get to keep it, because no one wants your sweaty old shirts. So anyways, when these British guys got back from Norway, they obviously got to keep them, and basically from there it spread, and today many versions of this are being produced, and I'm sure a lot of them are very nice, but this is a genuine piece of military equipment, not a civilian shirt. And in fact, going back to the cuffs, most of the civilian copies don't have this buttoned cuff, so that's one of the things you can look at to see if it's genuine or not. And also looking at the tags. If they have military tags, they are obviously military. And as I said, these are very popular, and they are commonly just called working shirts, because they are superb for working. If you get stains on it, who cares, because it's just a simple piece of clothing, and if it gets stained, you have an excuse to use it for more dirty work. So and that's pretty much what I have to say for this video. If you if you have any comments or anything you want to say, please leave it down below, and thank you for watching.